Hello everyone, it's Noel from Noel's Nook, and we're back with another real-time paint video. First and foremost, I do want to apologize for having no content last week. I accidentally hurt my shoulder getting out of bed last Monday. It was terrible. It took me 3 days to recover, because all I did was stretch my arm up, and then all of a sudden my entire left side of like my shoulder and my neck just wasn't working. I was actually like this half the time. It sucked. It sucked a lot. So I didn't feel like making any videos because I just wanted to like lay down and rest my back. So yeah, that happened. So anyway, today we are going to paint a winter scene. Don't know how it's going to turn out. Don't really have a plan. I do have a reference photo which I will show you. I'll give you a link in the description as I always do. But today we are using this thing that I got from Blick. Oh, you can't see it right in there because I have that camera flipped. Anyway, this is like the Pelikan Opaque paint box. So far I like the colors and the payoff. They seem pretty nice. And I decided I was going to use them again today. Because I haven't really used them to paint. I only swatched them. So we are going to go ahead and get started. I do have a reference image here. I don't know what I'm doing, but we're going to figure it out. Get my swatchy on the floor. Make sure I'm using the correct colors. Also, I did not plug in my white camera, so that little black box that you see is probably going to use for my like other social media handles or something, or maybe I'll put questions in there that you can answer. Because I just didn't really plan anything today. Where did I put it? Right here. They swatched really well. Look at that. They're very vibrant. I really like them. I think they're meant for kids, but for a kid's paint palette, it was kind of expensive. It was like 20 bucks. 22? Something like that. But anyway, I think I'm gonna go in with a bright yellow to start. Just to get that in there. That will be the sun. The sun! Oh, I think I need to use this one. It was really confusing when I was swatching this because, and I'll show you in like just a second here once I get this little sun in here. There's the sun. A big circle. Only the best content on this channel. But is it 24 colors? Yes, it's a 24 color palette. I actually love how they have them laid out, like they're stackable. It's really nice. It's really cool. I like it. And these pop out. I don't know if you can buy new pans or anything though. I'll have to do like a review on this later. But anyway, I thought I got gypped because look how similar these palettes look. I was like, you gave me all the same color. Seriously? But no, they are different. The thing that really I didn't like about this though was that this, the blue one, has the colors down here. I mean, they're in German, but when you lift these pans up, you have the English version too. But the black one doesn't have them marked. So I actually had to go on the Blick website and kind of guess what colors were correct. Little process of elimination. So, yeah, I don't know, Pelikan. You need to rethink your thing there more. Alright, so I have that yellow laid down. I'm just gonna go around it a little bit. Kind of fuzz out that edge there. Because, you know, the sun, it's a little bit mysterious. You don't always get to see the whole shape of it. You shouldn't be looking at the sun. Just saying. Oh, did anybody see the eclipse last year? I actually missed it. I was in Ireland at the time, and I missed the eclipse, so I didn't get to see it. I was very upset. Alright, I want some orange. What orange could I use? Let's use this kind of... Which one am I thinking? The way I have this is so random. Here we go. This kind of yellowy orange here. We'll kind of pop that in. Let that play around. So I'm just getting the sunset started. Or not sunset, sunrise. I did not wet my paper, so I'm mainly working on a dry surface. Okay. Let's get some pink in there. I'm gonna go up to this palette, to this magenta color. You can't see it. I'll lift you up just a little. It's down here, in here. I paint, oh, and see I taped my thing to the table. There's a pink in here. There you go, that's the one I'm using. I'm gonna get a little bit, just a little. I'm gonna let that play around. Doo-doo-doo. That's a little bit more than I wanted, actually. But that's okay. We can lift it. I don't know why I'm using such a big brush today. I guess I'm just feeling a little frisky today. Alright, so I'm actually gonna let that sit, and I'm gonna work on this side now. I remember these drying kind of grainy, especially if you didn't blend. So this is going to be an experience. So we're gonna figure out how these babies work. And now my paint is dribbling all over the place. Not paint, water, whatever. I'm getting some runoff here. Because tape does not absorb water. So I'm gonna work on this side now. My phone shut off. Oh my goodness, guys, I just don't know why nothing's working today. There we go. Okay. So, we are gonna take some blue. Ooh, let's look. Let's do ultramarine. Ultramarine's up here. I just heard a noise. I think it was the furnace. I hope it was the furnace. Ooh, that's nice. Look how pretty that is. That's pretty. Wow. Alright. So these are kind of opaque for the most part, which I do like. I didn't do any other tests or anything with them, so I don't really know how well they lift off the surface or how workable they are. But that's going to be part of the fun today. So, it's 2 weeks into January. If you've made any resolutions, have you been keeping up with them? Because the one that I'm having the worst time with is actually my sketchbook goal for this year. I have, like, in my planner, I have a planner in the other room, and every night I put in all the things, like I have like a checklist of things that I accomplished for the day, and for probably 10 days straight the sketchbook checkbox has not been marked, because it's just so hard, because some days I just don't want to sketch, but that's kind of what I'm supposed to do, you know? I'm supposed to sketch. I'm supposed to get those resolutions there. Alright. I'm gonna wet the blue area a little bit more because I don't want that to I don't want that to dry too harshly. Ooh, look at that lift. Nice. There we go. Okay. I might switch to a different brush. I don't know why I chose this one. I really don't. I guess I'm just being a little cocky this morning. Okay. I kind of like how that's looking so far. That looks okay. I do want to try and put in a cloud, though. Oh! You know what? I actually have a tube of Chinese white. Maybe we can try to put in clouds with that. But still, I am going to try to lift some areas here just to get that. And that's okay. Here we go. I don't really like to scrub my paper that much. So I'm just gonna let that go. Just gonna let that go. I'm actually gonna start working down here in the snow. I'm not gonna use my big brush anymore. I'm gonna put that down. Look at this. I may have broken my brush. I don't like, sometimes when I work, there'll be like wires all over the place, and this will always catch on a wire. So this was already getting loose anyway, so I just broke it off. Just broke it off. Alright, dirty water's going in here. I'm trying to figure out some sort of like a process so they don't have to move as much. Clean water in. There we go. Okay. So we're gonna move down to the bottom. I want to use a lighter blue. Do I have a lighter blue? Cobalt. Maybe we'll use a cobalt with a little bit of gray. And actually, I think I might mix it in the palette here. So I'm just gonna let that here so you guys can see what I'm doing. Cobalt, where is it? Right here. In front of my face. Okay, we'll do it right here. Okay. So we want to mix cobalt and gray together to get kind of a snowy shadow color. I like that. That's pretty. And we'll have to do this a couple more times. Because I'm not sure how much we're gonna need. Sometimes when the clean, like the little water bowl that I have here gets dirty enough, I like to use that water as like a tonal shade. That looks pretty. I wonder how that white mixes. I kind of want to open it to find out. And part of me wonders why they didn't just include a pan of white. They included a tube of white, but not a pan of white. So this is the first time I'm opening this. Look at it. Look at it. It's coming out. It's coming out. I'm pretty sure this is gouache. Like 99% sure this is some sort of gouache. By the way, I did buy gouache. I have it down the floor there, because that's where I keep all my art supplies. On the floor. How does this mix? Does this mix at all? I can't tell if it did. And now all my hard work is gone. But like I said, I can use the dirty water. There we go. There. Interesting. Okay. I think we're good. And I'm gonna add some shadows in the snow. The snow's all the way down here. I kind of messed this up already, but that's okay. I want to add trees too. The sun's over here, so all of our shadows will be kind of over here. Like I said, I have no idea what I'm doing. I really don't. I don't even know if this is going to turn out okay. What am I doing? I'm not the best at figuring out landscape properties. I don't know. Let's just pretend that I know what I'm doing. How's that? I'll just kind of blur this a little bit. I don't know. I feel like I get confused whenever I do snowy stuff because I want to add so much detail and like shading, but it's snow, it's white, there's not like a whole lot to do. So yeah, you know what? I said I wanted to add a cloud. This feels dry enough up here that maybe I could get away with it. And I was reading about gouache, If you're like a veteran to gouache and all these other art medias, I don't know why you're watching my channel because I'm such a teeny tiny little learner. But you can apply it dry like this, like acrylic paint. But I'm not really noticing that much of a difference. Oh, goodness. But that's why we're here to learn. We're here to learn. I like learning. I don't know. Lately, my one laptop has not been working very well. Wow, it doesn't show up at all. Why did I even bother? My laptop has not been working, so like I used to be able to like put up all these different new windows and things, and you know, look up multiple things at once and multitask. But lately, it doesn't want me to learn anything. I think I'm going to put a horizon line with the gray color. Like here. I don't know. I feel like this is just going downhill. What is this? Guys, I'm so sorry. This is the content you have to watch. If you want to watch it, that's fine. I'm going to add actually more of that blue. That's not as opaque as I'd like it to be. I like it to be dark. Get that real dark. There. Ooh, yeah, there we go. I was a little afraid there for a second. There we are. So, I have been working on a series for March. I know it seems really silly to work ahead, especially like this far ahead, but I feel like if I don't plan that far ahead, I'm not gonna set out to do what I want to do. So like I said, I'm planning this series for March, and how many do I have done with that series so far? I can't remember, but anyway, last night I did a piece that was just a total trash fire, and that's probably what I'm going to call it. A trash fire. It was awful. It was terrible. I used acrylic paint, and the only experience I have with acrylic paint was when I used it a little bit when I was going to college for graphic design. I only went for like one semester though. But anyway, I didn't use it a whole lot. So I did use it one time when I drew Shiro a little while ago. Wow, that's a lot of pink. That is not gonna look very good. Woo, look how pigmented that is. But yeah, I used it to draw Shiro. And, you know, that turned out fine. And then I opened up some of the paints. Well, actually, it was just the white. The white is all dried out. And that was a pain in the butt to work with. And then, just the whole picture was just awful. It was bad. It was really terrible. I can't wait to show you guys because it's awful. Like, I feel like a lot of artists on YouTube don't show their worst work. But I'm here to show you my worst. Because art is such a learning experience. I don't think... I feel like it's unfair to just show your best work. Because unless you're always doing your best work, like, all the time, there's just no way. There's, like, no way. Even, like, the great painters and sculptors of, like, you know, days past have had, like, their off days. Like, there are, if you look up on Google, there are unfinished marble sculptures that just, you know, the painters were like, you know what, I'm not gonna finish this. I don't feel like it. And so, yeah, they're just unfinished paintings. Uh-oh, this is gonna, oh, don't go to the next page. And I feel like, you know, that's just kind of how I am. Like, some days I just don't feel like, you know, not putting in the work, but like, I can't be on all the time. I used to be, when I was teaching, that was my biggest problem, was that every day I'd go into work and I had to be on. And after a while it gets so tiring. And just like, ooh, it was awful. There. Trying to get, I don't know what is going on here. Oh, goodness gracious. This isn't even a cloud. This is like a mess. I'm not even looking at the reference photo anymore. I'm just trying to fix this. This is pretty bad. This is what not to do. But I feel like you need pictures like these on the internet to show people that, you know, art's not always perfect. And if it is, well, I guess I'm doing something wrong. That gouache is actually drying really opaquely. Maybe that's what it needed. It just needed to dry. See, like, this is stuff that I just don't know. I don't know how to work with half this stuff. Alright, turning back my phone on. Because I'm not quite doing... I'm mostly just coloring, like... I don't know. Coloring for the sake of coloring. Here, we'll put some of this gray in. There. That doesn't look too bad now. Okay. Oh, wow, look at that. This is so stark now. This gouache, it's like eye-poppingly. Ooh. Alright. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna stop. I'm stopping with that. No more. There are trees in this picture, but since the sky is like damp, I'm actually gonna have to stop recording to let that dry. And when we come back, maybe we'll make something out of this. And we're back. So, this is dry for the most part, which means that I can work on the trees. I'm gonna use a combination, so get my palette back out. I'm probably gonna work over here so I don't get mixage. And I'm gonna go in with a brown. Let's see, let's get some, come on, get it working in there. I might take a little bit of black. Just a touch. Okay, maybe more than a touch. I need this darker. There we go. And I also want to put in some green. So I'm going to work with this kind of ugly green. Alright. I'm going to just keep mixing that until I get enough. And until I get a value that I like. You know what? I might mix this with the bigger brush. I don't know why I'm using such a little brush. Sometimes I don't think. There we go. The thing that's hard about mixing with pans is this, and that is trying to get all of the pigment off your brush and into the little palette. It's actually really easy to do with watercolor pencils though. All you have to do is kind of like scrub a brush against the tip of the pencil and it'll get into the palette. I've done it a couple times in my videos. You might have seen me do it, maybe. Right now the water is looking... the water looks pretty good. I might actually use some of the water. Still need some more of that brown though. This palette doesn't come with a very dark brown. Which kind of sucks. I like dark browns. A little bit darker. A little bit more brown, I should say. Okay. I might add a little bit of black, and then I think we're about where I want to be. Yep, that's about good. That's good. That's really nice. Ooh, look at that. Now we have some on our paper. Maybe I can scrub some of that off. Oh, nope. Now we have dirty snow. Where is my... There you are. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, it just pretty much lifts off. I mean, it's not completely off, but that's okay. It's alright. It happens. Not the first time, not the last time. It's okay. I don't really mind. Okay. So anyway, we have our tree color now. Our freshly made tree color. I am going to try and dry off my brush as much as possible because I just want to put the pigment down. I do not want to put a lot of wetness down. So we're gonna go back here in the tree area. Let's see, we'll start here and we'll just go up and up. And we'll make a tree. And you just kind of dab your brush around. Depending on what kind of tree you want to make. Maybe you don't want to make trees like this. Maybe you want to make different kinds of trees. I'm sure there's a better way of making trees. There definitely is. But I'm just doing the Kelsey way, the Knoel way. I kind of like doing far away trees because then you don't have to worry about like all the details of the leaves and stuff. That kind of looks interesting. Let's see. I might just put like clumps and stuff. I want to make the bark of the trees darker. Probably should be a different color, but I kind of don't care. There we go. This is kind of the part where you decide how many trees are in the background or how much foliage is in the background. And you know, I'm just gonna start putting foliage in the background. And I'm just gonna put it in. Ooh, my phone is going off. What are you doing? Please stop. Alright. It has been silenced. See, this is part of, you know, what I need to work on in the new year. Is this landscapey stuff. Because I will be the absolute first to admit that I don't quite know what I'm doing. Like, I will even look up YouTube videos and stuff of other people who have way more experience than myself. But for some reason it just doesn't stick. Or like, the supplies that they're using are totally different from the supplies that I have. So I just kind of do what I can. This is not going to turn out to be the best picture ever, and I honestly don't. I kind of want to stop almost, just because I don't know where this is going, and I kind of don't like. I kind of don't like it. Maybe we'll put like, let's put like a log or something here. Put like a log here. Here's a broken log. And maybe we'll use that gouache and put snow on it. But I have to wait for that to dry. I'm gonna fix this over here. There we go. It's kind of cold today. It's actually snowing today. It's snowing a little bit. It actually looks really gorgeous outside. Like, if there was ever anything I could draw, it would be like today. It would be the foliage outside, the trees. I'm going to take a sip of coffee. Yeah, I'm not sure what else to do with this. I'm gonna put some of the gouache over here on these trees too, just to give them a little something extra. Just make sure you do it on the tops of where the tips of the leaves would be. You know, Bob Ross makes this look so easy. He doesn't use watercolor though. Other artists make painting look easy. But at the same time, I'm using a medium that I'm drawing something I'm not all that comfortable drawing yet. I'm also using a medium that I don't really know the ins and outs of yet. So I guess I should have to give myself a little credit, right? But I just thought I would share this little adventure with you today. Because I'm not always perfect. My coffee smells really good. I make my coffee in a mocha pot now. It's really fun. Okay, I want to put some... I'm going to really dry this brush, because I want the brush to add texture on this log. There we go. That's a really good technique to remember, is that a dry brush can add texture to your painting. How does that look? That looks interesting. I mean, it's just fun to experiment. You know, you gotta learn. You gotta learn one way or the other. That looks okay. Alright, this is not the most beautiful piece in the world, but pretty okay with it. I am gonna add just a little bit more shadows in the snow. So I'm gonna get a little bit more black here for my gray that we made earlier. Okay, that'll help make the shadows a little bit more vibrant. Okay, so maybe I'll add a little bit here. That looks cool. Make sure it's a little bit dry. Oh yeah, dry. There we go. Put some in the tree area. That way it doesn't look like the trees are just floating away. That they're a little bit grounded in reality. Somebody has to be grounded in reality. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit over here. There we go. And I'm gonna drag it. I think I'll drag it a little bit. Oh, dry it a little bit. There we go. There. There we go. It's something. It's something. Except now, like, this area back here doesn't look perfect, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay leaving this where it is, because honestly, I don't know how much more I could possibly do to fix this. I've pretty much lost all motivation to do this one. So, I'm gonna go ahead and sign... Actually, no, I'm not gonna sign my name. Am I gonna sign my name? Oh, maybe I'm gonna let it dry first. Yeah, let's let it dry. Sometimes, if I don't record in a while, I forget how this whole process of me doing YouTube videos works. Okay, so I'm gonna let this dry, and then we're gonna take the tape off, and then we're gonna say goodbye. Okay, looks like we're dry enough to take the tape off. The tape itself is actually a little bit wet, but I'm gonna just go with it. So, here we go. The best part. I love that clean edge. That's awesome. Okay, put the tape aside. Sometimes I reuse my tape. It's eco-friendly. Alright, I'm gonna stack these. Look at this. Look how cute this is. This is dry enough that I can do this. Alright. This is so adorable. Isn't that cute? I love it. And then this part over here acts as a palette. You just pop it back in. Maybe not like that. This is the case chop. There. It would go on like that if I knew how to freaking do it. But it's so adorable. I do like it. The pans are pretty generous. They're generously sized. But, oh, there I got it. There we go. But, I don't know. The quality is eh. Maybe if I learn how to work with them a little bit more. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign my name. Because that's what I do. I'm actually going to use a pen. A dip pen, actually. Alright. I'm going to flip this around. Okay. So, gotta sign my name down here. Well, today is January 16th. You will be watching it a day later. 2018. And there we go. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. Maybe learned what not to do with certain art projects. But anyway, if you like watching me and want to learn more about art and just having fun with art, go ahead and subscribe. I'd love to have you here for more art-related videos, and I'll talk to you next time. See you guys.